What's up guys, it's Cody with 3D Printing and Technology. So if you saw in 2 videos ago, we did the Raspberry Pi and OctoPrint setup video. In this video we're going to do a first print with OctoPrint. So we'll probably include some of the OctoPi website information in it, like a screenshot or video type format of that. But first we'll make sure the printer is connected to an Ethernet cable or has good Wi-Fi, and then get the website set up to be able to load the file onto it to be able to print. For those of you that are watching that didn't watch the video, the 2 videos ago that we uploaded, OctoPrint is basically a system that allows you to hook a Raspberry Pi board up to a 3D printer. It can be any 3D printer almost, and you can go to this website or app, whichever works best for you, and you can monitor your printer while it's printing. You can also hook up a camera and see a live view of it and control your printer and print stuff from it. That's pretty much what it is. An example of that would be if you're away from your printer, like you're in town or something, and you want to click up on it, you could. But that's essentially what OctoPrint is. But anyways, we're going to get the printer set up and the website set up and prepare the printer to print. Alright, so I had to move the MK2.5 printer with the Raspberry Pi over to a table with the Zero extruder on it, because the workshop table wasn't close enough to the Wi-Fi Ethernet cables for the OctoPrint to work like it's supposed to. So that's gonna mean the writing over here is not as good. So right now I'm gonna get this printer plugged up, turned on, and start to import the STL file into OctoPrint. Okay, so here's the OctoPrint website screen. You can use the website or app. So right now I'm getting the Prusa MK2.5 printer connected to the website. As you can see the temperature graph, camera controls, printer controls, gcode files, all of that type of stuff. So what I'm doing now in these few clips right here is trying to upload a STL file to the OctoPi site. There's a few ways you can do this. You can upload an STL file, use a Cura engine, or upload gcode. This is the first time I've used OctoPi as well, so it's kind of intimidating to start with, the uploading the file to print settings. So right now I'm trying to do it with an STL file that I downloaded. So I set in a Cura engine. That's the default website plugin software, I believe that's what it's called. The Cura engine is the additional plugin for the OctoPi website to be able to slice files into G-code to print with. This is what I'm trying right now to find how to set it up. I couldn't quite get the STL file sliced inside the website. Anyways, I downloaded the newest Cura slicer to see if I could export the settings or find a plugin to be reconnected to OctoPrint, but I wasn't successful in doing that. Maybe I can set the Cura slicer up to connect to the OctoPrint in a later video, but in this video I wasn't able to. Alright, so I couldn't quite get Cura to work. Not really a big fan of Cura, but I was able to download a G-code file from Prusa's community site. It's an MK3 file, so hopefully it's compatible with the MK2 Not so much change there is, but I've uploaded it to OctoPrint, and so now I'm gonna preheat the printer and load the filament, and then attempt a print on it. So as you can tell, the camera's not in a good position set up quite yet on OctoPrint, so I'm gonna be using a B-roll type filming for the print. The 3D print that I decided to go with is a 5-hour print, so after a while I had to put my computer to sleep so I can do a few more things. But anyways, once I came back to my computer, the time remaining type settings didn't update on OctoPrint's website, so that's something interesting to point out. So if you want to keep track of it that way, you'll have to either use the app or find some way to keep your computer awake for the duration of the print. Alright, here it is printing. So I know you guys couldn't see that well on the OctoPrint time-lapse, but that's because I still have the camera mounted on top. I haven't quite moved it yet. Plan is to eventually move it down here somewhere or have a external camera set up, but that's later on. But a couple of things. This is the MK3S gcode, so it appears to be printing fine. It did have the part fan up to like 255% instead of 38%, which is what I use. Not sure why it keeps happening, but it's a different topic. But right now that's what this screen looks like. Something's different. It is USB now, and it does to the print time remaining, so it's kind of interesting. Also, OctoPrint says this print meet the build dimensions. Not sure if it's because I entered some, what is it, crap right when I set it up, or if it's something with the MK2S and MK3S. Not really sure, but that's what's going on with that. And yeah, so that's basically it for now. I'm at this print. I'm not going to show too much of a time lapse since the footage wouldn't be that great. But this is supposed to be about the first print on OctoPrint, not how to use the camera, so makes sense, I guess. But I have to go to town for an hour or so, so I'm at this print, and I'll update you guys when I get back. It should be about the halfway mark by the time I get back, so we'll just write this print. Also, I'm so curious to see if it'll print if my computer's on sleep as well, so that's another thing I'm testing. Alright, so I made that in just time for the print to finish. I had the camera charged up when I got back, so I didn't have much time to use it. But anyways, here is the almost finished print. So the website interface never really synced back up after I started the print. Not really sure what the reason is of that, but that's the only issue I'm really having so far. Like I say, I'll show you the finished print once it gets completely done. Okay, so here's the finished print. I moved it back to the work table so you can see it in bit to right. Took about 5 hours. And it's a low poly squirt tool. You can find on the Prusa community website. Shouldn't be that hard to find. This is what it looks like. Really good print quality. So that's essentially gonna wrap this video up. A few things I found out with this print is one, you can 3D print MK3S files on a MK 2.53 printer. The OctoPrint still works when the computer is asleep, but the web interface doesn't update when you turn it back on. And obviously, I was able to get a first print out of OctoPrint using a gcode uploader. So for OctoPrint, you can turn it on and use it to view the camera feature. So just the camera feature. Plug the printer in, upload the file to SD card like normal, and just watch it on the camera mode on OctoPrint. Or you can do like I did and upload gcode to OctoPrint and print that way. Or you can use Cura Engine. There may be other plugins that does the same thing, but Cura Engine seems to be the default plugin, where you can upload the actual STL file and print from there as well. Those are essentially the 3 most common ways to use OctoPrint. Perhaps I'll do a more in-depth settings video. I can get Cura Engine to work. The reason I didn't do it in this video is that I don't really use Cura as much as I do Simplified 3D. I just find the user interface and menu setups a whole lot easier to understand. But now that I've downloaded the updated version, I was using Cura 3, now I'm using Cura 4. Maybe I'll get into it more. But overall, the main purpose of this video was to do a test print via OctoPrint, and this video successfully goes through that because I did the G-code upload. There's a few more things I could have improved on, like actually slicing it inside Cura Engine, but neither do the rest. It printed via OctoPrint, so that's gonna wrap up this video for this week. The next step in the OctoPrint series would be setting up Octowraps, or maybe doing more in-depth settings with OctoPrint and Cura Engine. We'll just have to see how that progresses. But anyways, if you like this video and see today's videos first, make sure to click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.